Good Thursday afternoon, my friends. It is a beautiful day outside today. I hope you got to enjoy some time out in the sun. I am back to read chapter 12 for you today. It is titled A Spy from Above. It's a pretty long chapter, so I am going to read half of it today, half of it tomorrow. Enjoy! That night, as Malcolm listened to the beep and click of Miss Brumble locking McKenna's doors and leaving, he wasn't all sure that Amelia's idea was a good one. For starters, what exactly, besides a 3-foot green lizard with orange bouncy ball-shaped eyes, should he even be looking for? Nevertheless, Malcolm let himself out of his cage and snuck under the door, because as Amelia also had said, what did he have to lose? Malcolm skirted the shadows of the hall. He slowly made his way to the stairs, the same stairs he had come tumbling down a few nights before. Snip seemed like the place to start. Ooh. The academy certainly seemed to think so. Hadn't Honey Bunny assured Malcolm of working with Snip? But how do you spy on a cat if you're a rat, a smaller than average rat? Malcolm haunched at the bottom of the stairs. If he marched up them, he'd be Snip's midnight snack faster than Jovan could inhale a bag of cheese curls. But what other way was there? Bring! Malcolm jumped. Of course! With Aggie missing, the academy would be meeting more often to discuss things. Maybe Malcolm could learn something from them. He scurried up a row of lockers. His knack couldn't help noticing the orange cutout letters on the bulletin board across from him. Next to the library, McKenna's Dedication Day Carnival. Malcolm slowed. He had heard so much about this back in room 11, but it still wasn't exactly clear. Celebrate the 90th anniversary of McKenna's historic clock tower, he read. Food, games, Halloween costumes optional, 1 to 3 p.m., October 29th. Malcolm squinted at the pictures. Nutters running, playing, nibbling. Crumb. Too bad the Dedication Day Carnival wasn't for critters. It looked like something a rat could really twist his tail around. But there was no time for daydreaming about nosh and fodder. Even if it came in the form of caramel popcorn and decorated goodie bags. The academy was coming. Thump, thump, thump. Pitter-pat, pitter-pat. Malcolm shrank in the shadows atop the lockers, and he followed the sounds of the critters. Out of sight, out of scent. Honey Bunny thought Malcolm was a sneaky rat spy. Well, Malcolm would show him. Do you think they're okay? That was Billy. Malcolm recognized her whisper. Honey Bunny grunted a reply that Malcolm couldn't make out. Harriet grumbled. I still prefer the old way. The critters went right past the library. Maybe they weren't meeting, but where were they going? Malcolm hesitated at the library door. Should he continue to follow? Or maybe while the academy was somewhere else, it was the perfect time for Malcolm to check out the library. He remembered the academy notebook and the computer where Octavius took notes. If he could find and read them, maybe this would all make more sense to him. Maybe he could explain himself better. Malcolm slipped through the transom, then down a bookshelf and over to the library counter. He had taken about 2 steps when a splash of water jolted him. Oscar! He had forgotten all about Oscar. Malcolm skitter-scattered and bonked straight into the computer monitor. As he shook his head to get his bearings, he noticed that Oscar was nosing in the gravel. Gristle, was he going to report Malcolm to the academy? Malcolm hadn't even found anything out yet. Hey, I didn't do it! Malcolm waved his front paws and whispered through the glass. Oscar, I didn't do what the others think. I don't know where Aggie is. I'm not working with Snip. Oscar studied him for a moment, his fins fanning. Then he went back to nudging the gravel. Malcolm closed his eyes, dragged some velour up from deep within, and peered at the words. Duh. Malcolm gazed at the fish with his eyes as wide as a nutter whose teacher just announced that the pop quiz wouldn't be graded. He let out a deep breath. What? Oscar nudged the beads again. Duh. Malcolm sat back. You believe me? But why? Wasn't Oscar the fish who had tried to eat him the first night at the academy? The fish stuck his snout in the bottom of the aquarium. Malcolm watched, then read, Not a rat. Oh, Malcolm said, his hopes crumbling. He stood and took a step backwards. Oh, but that is true. I am a rat. Oscar blew a string of bubbles out of his mouth. Malcolm wasn't sure how to tell with fish, but he got the feeling that this one was getting impatient with him. Oscar added some beads. We think you not a rat. Malcom didn't know what else to say. He was a rat. That was about the only thing he truly knew in this whole mess. Ooh. But he didn't want to argue with the one critter who believed him. Oscar sat gaping at him a moment, opening and closing his mouth, spouting a trail of bubbles. Scrape, scrape, something was coming. Malcom darted this way and that. Where to hide? Where to hide? Another splash from the aquarium got him to look in the water again. With a flick of his tail, Oscar had wiped the last sentence away. Now he swept a fin across a different line of letters. Locker 2135 up, and waved his right fin toward the door. Huh? What do you think Oscar is trying to tell Malcom? Locker 1235 up. You'll have to tune in tomorrow to finish the rest of chapter 12. Enjoy some time outside today. Have a wonderful Thursday. I miss you.